Hi, Reverend Debbie here. Happy Thanksgiving. Reverend Joanne and I just wanted to take a little bit of time out of your day and let you know how grateful we are for you, how thankful we are for you and yours, for the love and the joy. John Randolph Price talks about there is power in giving thanks for the benefits we have, but a heart filled with gratitude despite the appearance of scarcity, of conflict, of whatever it may be going on. Being thankful just for life, beyond all of that, raises one's vibration to that place where we start to have more and more to be grateful for, and less of the conflict and the scarcity. So, with some thoughts on Thanksgiving and, of course, a little bit of action, I am going to give you Reverend Joanne, and then I'm going to close us out with a prayer. Thanks.
Blessings and joy to you on this Thanksgiving Day. Many of us will be spending the day with friends and relatives, feasting and reflecting on the many blessings in our lives. I like to reflect on what Ernest Holmes said. Gratitude has a causative effect. And that means that when we're grateful, something happens. And what happens is we are opening up ourselves to something good. Something good is coming our way when we live with an attitude of gratitude. Ernest Holmes tells this story about a man he knew who went to work one day, and he had left and went to an appointment for some tests at a hospital. He came back and he told his co-workers that the doctor had told him that he had an incurable condition and didn't have long to live. And of course, everybody was very upset. And they said, well, what are you going to do? And he said, well, I'll probably do what I've always done, and that is live my life with a grateful heart and live one day at a time. And that's just what he did. Ernest Holmes said 10 years later, he went to check on this guy, and the guy was still alive and doing well. His gratitude had a causative effect. He lived. A grateful heart opens the way. It becomes an attractive force to draw to itself great things. Causative. And aren't we drawn to people who live with an attitude of gratitude? My mother had a cousin named Hedvig, and she, like my late husband Gary's mother, Frida, they made a trek from the east to the west during World War II. They got out of the way of the Russians coming in. My mother-in-law lived in what is now Poland and made it to the Harz Mountains area of Germany. And she didn't like to really talk about that. Both she and my mom's cousin went through some terrible experiences. They had lots of challenges. And yet I know Frida, my mother-in-law, taking these two little boys from the east to the west, that was behind her. And all she wanted to talk about is her gratitude for having come to the United States, and where they were able to have a very happy and wonderful life. My mother's cousin, she just radiated gratitude. She was so warm and pleasant. She was just great to be around. And we can all have that warm heart when we express gratitude. It's important not to downplay when people are grateful to us. Like, we don't want to say things like, oh, it was nothing. When somebody is showing gratitude, it's important to reply with something like, it was my pleasure. I was so happy to be able to help. Don't downplay their gratitude to you. I like to begin and end my days in gratitude. Now, I'm not a morning person, so when I wake up, I just don't pop out of bed and hit the ground running and and know it's going to be a great day. When I wake up, I like to savor that time in bed and just I do the gratitude thing. I'm grateful for my pillow. I'm grateful for my warm covers. I'm grateful for every nerve in my body, every muscle being relaxed. And if I roll over, I even get more relaxed. And something that's been happening to me recently is as I wake up in the morning and I'm going through this gratitude, a family from our spiritual center comes to my mind. A few days ago, I woke up and I was thinking about Chris and Rachel and the 5 children that they have. And I just think to myself, well, if those thoughts come to me, it must be a God thing, and it's time to bless them and be grateful for them. Then a couple days later, I woke up in the morning and I was thinking about Sue and Joanna and Rose and Bodie. I felt the same thing. This is the time to be grateful for them, bless them. So it's a great time. And then I'm ready to think about, oh yeah, now I'm going to get ready to have my coffee and I get to go to my get to do list and begin my day. At night, when I go to bed, I do the gratitude again. And there I give thanks for my family, my children, that they're happy and healthy, my siblings and their children. I'm grateful for the people, my family at CSL Minneapolis, and I just bless everyone and just feel a sense of gratitude. Just allow myself to bask in that before I go to sleep at night. So on this Thanksgiving Day, let's bask in gratitude and just appreciate all the good that is in our lives. And I'll leave you with a blessing. May you be at peace. May you know the beauty of your own true nature. May your heart be open. May you be healed. May you be blessed. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Joanne. And now let's take this opportunity while we're present right here, right now, and let us together bask in gratitude. I'm going to do a spiritual mind treatment. I'm doing it in the first person. I invite you to take it on for yourself as well, if it works. So join me as we take a wonderful breath and bring ourselves into this present moment where all is well. This present moment where we have everything that we need to take that next breath. And to remember the truth that there is only one. That one, whatever you call it, is the very thing itself. It is all there is, and there is no place where it is not. And it is experiencing its creation as I experience my life. And so in this moment of perfect calm, I release any appearance of conflict, any appearance of lack or scarcity, any idea of confusion. I release it all. And I just step into this present moment knowing who and whose I am. I stepped into this present moment into my power to be that light in the world, filled with gratitude, filled with thanksgiving, and expressing love. I bask in the glory of life with all of its flaws. It is magnificent. And I am so grateful. And it's this gratitude that I'm basking in as I remember that at any moment I can take a breath and rejuvenate that gratitude. Rejuvenate that joy for living. Rejuvenate that peace within that has never been disturbed. I know this is true for myself. I know this is true for every being on this planet. And I just say thank you for all that has been, all that is, all that will be. I just say thank you as I allow Spirit to do the heavy lifting. And I step into a life filled with grace, with clarity, with ease, and with thanksgiving. This is my truth. I let it go, knowing it is already done. So it is. All right. Have a great Thanksgiving, and don't forget to bask. Bye for now.